there's a kind of an ancillary rule to this. This comes from Blake Snyder's very famous book, Save the Cat.
Right.
And he has a technique in that book called Pope in the Pool. Do you remember what that is, Brian? Pope in the
No.
Pool? I mean, as a
No.
Catholic, you should know this.
I know. I guess I should, but I do
Now
remember hearing about him.
Blake wasn't a Catholic. He was a good Christian Protestant, but but
Uh,
this is the Pope in the Pool. So if you have to tell people something, if you have to explain something with exposition, the Pope in the Pool is how you show it. So you may have two characters in the foreground
oh
and
yes.
they're kind of talking
Yeah.
quietly to each other, explaining
Yeah.
the situation. But
Yeah.
in the background, there's a swimming pool. And what happens in the swimming pool? It's the Pope in his complete white vestments trying to swimming the pool in his vestments. Now, why does this work? Well, the thing that you're trying to show in the background
uh,
visually is a metaphor for the problem that's being explained in the foreground. So the
yeah.
two guys in the foreground are explaining perhaps the impossibility of the uh, gimmick or the plot or the strategy that they're trying to implement. And one
Yeah.
guy says, "Well, that's impossible. You can't possibly do that." And here's a
Yes.
Pope in his vestment swimming through the pool, right?
All right. Right.
So
Right.
the audience so you're communicating the audience two ways. You're showing them and you're telling them. You can't
Yeah.
really show them the impossible,
Mm,
but you're showing them an impossibility of the Pope swimming in a pool in all his vestments. And in the
right.
foreground, you're explaining it. So you
Yeah.
get it both ways. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like the one exception.
Okay. Yes, I do remember that now. Thank
Okay.
you. That's good. So if you'd like to get ahead of this conversation, you can head over to Stan's website. You go to stanwilliams.com and you'll see there he actually has his storycraft training online for free. He just started releasing it. So this is kind of a huge deal. I hope you take advantage of it. I've learned so much from Stan. So those 3 points he went through, put them to use. Get them in your stories, start fixing your stories. And we're going to go and explore more points with Stan. He's got 7 more left. On our next podcast, we'll tackle a few more. And also, guys, this is not just story making isn't just for the screenwriter. Story making is for every aspect, every department. You get into story, it's just going to improve your game all over the place. Mark your calendars. It's coming up. We're going to have the Lumen Summit, October 2nd through the 4th. It's going to be in Florida, in Jacksonville. And if you are a Catholic filmmaker, if you're a professional Catholic filmmaker, you're invited. So you can go to lumen.tv to learn a little bit more. And I hope you can see there. Next time I see you, I hope to see Christ in you.